Welcome back to Scotch for the Common Man. My name is Chris, and I am the Common Man. I've got 20 years of Scotch drinking experience, but I don't have the delicate palate to dissect every flavor and every nuance of a Scotch, so I'm just here to help you find your way through as you may be learning what Scotch is all about. And tonight I've got a special treat in the form of Phillips Blended Scotch Whiskey. And let me tell you, there's no label on the backside to tell me what this is supposed to taste like. It does say on the front, however, superior quality. Now, if you're familiar with Phillips brand, it's likely because you are a bartender or a regular at a probably small bar where the rail is filled with Phillips brand liqueurs. This one, as you know, most of the scotches that I taste for videos, I've actually tried, and this one, you can tell I just popped the cap. Never actually sampled this one, so this should be particularly unique. I just picked this up the other day for a whopping $12 at the local liquor store for a 750. So the price is right. We'll see what it tastes like. Gotta tell you, out of the bottle, not too shabby. Reminds me of a Johnny Walker Red with a, half the price point. But we'll see what it tastes like out of the glass here in a second. Not? I'm pleasantly surprised at this stage. We'll just leave it there. All right, poured about an ounce into my glass here. Give it a little swirl. It actually, again, coats the glass rather nicely. I can't complain about what I'm seeing. Again, still very reminiscent of the Johnny Walker Red. Let's give it a sample. Not bad. Give me a second here. I have to say, I am extremely surprised by this. As a former bartender and knowing what the Phillips brand liquors are normally like, I was expecting this to maybe be a little thin. This is full-bodied. There's definitely a little hint of vanilla. There's some sherry flavoring in there. It's very fruity. It burns all the way down, which some people may not like. This is maybe a little heavier burn than I personally would prefer, even on a cold winter's night. But, one second. It's very smooth. This is a very, very personable scotch. It's not my favorite blended scotch, but I tell you what, it has a nice full-bodied flavor. It coats well. It has a lingering, pleasant aftertaste. I've still got some of the fruitiness on my tongue. Even, now we're 30 seconds to a minute after I last tasted. It does, when you're taking it straight, it does burn all the way down. Warms you up, not gonna lie. It's maybe just a little hotter than I would prefer, but I gotta tell you, for $13 a bottle, I would put this toe to toe with Johnny Walker Red. And that's hard for me to say because I'm a big fan of Johnny Red. But if you watch my Johnny Red review, I refer to it having almost an alkaline aftertaste. Something there that hangs on that's almost like a little metallic-y, if that makes sense. I'm not getting any of that with the Phillips, but I'm getting a lot of the similar flavoring. I think I prefer this to Johnny Red. I may be the only one that you'll listen to that ever says that, but this is pretty doggone sharp for $13 a bottle. Now, I'm going to take a small break here, and I'm going to mix it with some ice and water, which again, Scotch no-no if you're a professional, but if you're just out for a drink or two and want to socialize with friends and such, having a dram of Scotch is not always the best way to do that. So we're going to mix this with a little water, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I've mixed up my Phillips with a little bit of ice and water. It's about 60% water, 40% Scotch, so it's a fairly heavy mixture, but we're going to sample this for the first time, see what we think. That's pretty good. The fruity, the sherry, the vanilla, that all becomes more apparent with the water. That heavy burn that I had mentioned previously is gone, which you would expect. I've added water to it along with some ice. But gonna sit back and enjoy that this evening. I've also got some 4th generation Colonial Blend, which is cherry and vanilla. Probably a little heavier on the cherry than the vanilla, but a nice aromatic. But gonna sit back and enjoy my blended Scotch on a nice Friday evening. And I hope you found this review useful. Grab a cigar or nothing at all, but if you're enjoying Scotch or you're new to the Scotch world, this is definitely worth testing out. Thanks for viewing the Scotch for the Common Man, and look forward to the next episode, whatever that may be. Have a great night.